Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Leo. If Leo is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. All right. Leo, we have the Devil card. I'm excited. I'm always excited when we have this archetype, this heavy Capricorn energy. And as I always mention, whenever we do have, this face looks like the lol man. It looks like a meme. Which, you know what, kind of really does go with this devil energy. Excuse me. My goodness. And yes, kind of that trickstery, prankstery, just kind of, saying and doing the things that might get you a little bit in trouble sometimes. But also, with the devil archetype energy, and we try to separate this from, what we think of the devil in, the Abrahamic religions. I like to think of it as an archetype of really going outside of the norm, breaking down those kind of social constructs, the confines of conditioning, of the you shoulds, the you musts, and, all the rules and these kinds of things that we're supposed to abide, right? But that devil energy definitely is like, no. And I see the, the lol meme there. You'll have to look it up. It's LUL. And now, let's see. We're going to continue to rotate this. Ooh, we have some kind of horned beast there. It kind of looks like, I think it is a bull right in the middle here, with the horns there. Yeah, so we do have that. Well, listen, it really, maybe it is the goat. Because I was going to say, it does look like Capricorn, because it kind of has the body that kind of goes into the twisty sea goat or whatever the Capricorn thing is. And as I'm looking at the card for this, you can see these are a little twisty, kind of look similar, right? Yeah, so we're going to go with that because it's not as bulky as I would say the bull is. So we're going to go with the goat. And, it is kind of echoed here from the card to the tea leaves. And so, really that heavy Saturn energy. And we're going into the time of Saturnalia real quick here, which kind of coincides with the other holidays that go on in December. This is a time of, kind of slowing down a bit. It is a time of, in alchemy, Saturn, the process that is related to Saturn is all about refinement of the soils, taking out the heavy metals, the lead, specifically, okay, and refining the prima materia. This is the original material. This is the thing that we build all things out of, okay, that earthy energy. And so it is truly a time to contemplate, reflect, incubate the ideas you have that are being birthed, or well, not birthed, but being constructed. Okay, this is a time of curling up in a cozy blanket and drinking tea and looking out the window and pondering the universe. Okay, so make some time to do these things. This is also a time of, if you can imagine, if you know anything about comedy or music or the arts, we see the final products usually, the albums, the stand-up comedians who have worked their set out. But they go and do their thing for, months and sometimes years. They conceive things, they work out the kinks, and then we see the final product usually. And this is the period of time where you're working things out, you're figuring it out. Right? You are kind of refocusing yourself where you need to. You're pulling yourself out of any of those stagnant places. Okay? Now the physical, slowing down. The mental, emotional, spiritual, not stagnant anymore. Okay? This is a place where there is a rejuvenation and the retreat from mundane things. Okay, you're doing the work. Yeah, you're hopefully going to work and making, your resources and being able to live as well as you can in the world and economy we live in right now. But you maybe are withdrawn from, some of the social aspects of it. Okay. Now, I will say, when we see this devil energy and with this face, and I keep laughing because it's silly to me, and you can see the eyes, and it's kind of the jaws, whatever. If you know what it is, and so you maybe are not socializing in the physical as much, but mind yourself when you are getting on social media, when you are on the internet. Do not get yourself canceled or in trouble or whatever, okay? Do not, when you have that kind of devil energy going on, and we match it with that Leo, sharp tongue that you can have, that joking, charismatic ability to kind of, really get out there and make people laugh and so on. You have to be careful. You reel it in, temper yourself there. Okay. Don't go off the deep end. Now we do have, and this is an interesting, we have kind of the goat again sitting on some kind of chair or throne. Okay, and so we have maybe like a pan wilderness type deity, and we also have people dancing and holding up, kind of long branches, and I'm really, in my mind, I'm seeing this kind of bacchanalian thing play out. And so it also kind of reminds me of, in this time of year, totally, but in the Nutcracker with all the little dancing fairies, the sugar plum fairies, and, all the like beautiful, ornate kind of hallucinations or dreams or whatever they're having. And so, I think this is really such a potent time for your interior world. I think you are really finding some things within yourself, in that dream world, astral world, interior, active imagination, having visions, whatever it is, however this manifests for you. And, it's almost like a fever dream, right? Very potent. Like when you wake up and you feel like you're still dreaming. It's all just there. It's bright. It's, kind of musical. It's very sensory, smells, feelings, impressions, like you've been up dancing all night and, enjoying yourself. And so, I think it's important for you to use this energy, put this into something, make something with this gift that you have. Okay. I think it's, I really think that this is just such a time to unwind yourself. I think you've been going so hard trying to, forge your place in your career, in the work you're doing, your creative processes, maybe kind of make some kind of name for yourself, continue to contribute to the overall work that you have done throughout your life, create a legacy probably. And I think that, this is a time where life, the universe, whatever it is, the divine spirit is telling you, take a seat and watch these beautiful things that we have to show you. Enjoy the show for a little bit. Sometimes we need to kind of sit back. We need to be that, that beast from the wild sitting on the throne watching these beautiful overtures and glorious fairy tales and strange and surreal things happening, and take that into our own work. Remember, how does it feel? What does this feel like when you wake up? What are you remembering? What is the music that's playing in your head? How does that make your heart feel? How does that make your soul feel? These are magical corridors. These are places that are usually reserved for when we're young, and our mind is not so weighed down by the things that we have to do as adults, the many responsibilities we have, the knowledge we have of life, of how things work, and how that kind of, really shuts down those fantastical, creative, awe-inspired, things that happen mostly in childhood, the imagination. But when we have glimpses of it, it is so important to really, be there. Eyes wide open. Take it all in. Okay, so we also have... so it looks like we maybe have like an Aries person. We have an Aries person who, it seems like maybe you communicate with them. They feel important. But it feels new. It feels kind of new. And there's something here. They almost feel like they're like really asserting themselves in your life. And I can only imagine what an Aries and Leo conversation would be like privately. But I almost feel like there's kind of this back and forth of like trying to posture for control in this interaction. And I think it's stressful in a way that you kind of like. I don't think this is necessarily like a bad thing. But it does. There is emotionality around it. And I think that's something to look at, okay? We have the illuminating candle right here. And I feel like it's illuminating a part of something that you are gonna really have to think about. Like, what is this all tied to? What specifically about their communications with you, if it is the specifics, or if it's the way that they speak to you, if it is your interactions, if it's the way they respond, whatever it is. It ties back to something greater, and this is also an opportunity to investigate some of that interior, Okay. All right. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to look at the Dreamers deck, 40 affirmations for pursuing your dreams from the I Know collection. I'm just going to stop where it feels right, and we're going to flip it over. I'm going to read it together, and it says, I know that I am only one, or I know, I know that I am the only one who determines how my story unfolds. I am the main character. Wow, Leo, nobody needs to tell you this, right? Let's look at one more. We're going to go through one more. That one is just a little silly to have to tell a Leo, I think. Okay, it says, I know that incredible things happen when I surround myself with supportive people. I am loved. Yeah. Okay. That's a good reminder. That might be something. Supportive people. However you respond to support, or what your concept of support is. Okay. It could look different. For me, I need love, accolades. No, I just need somebody who's nice to me. I like nice, kindness. It doesn't have to be just nice, kind. I like easy. I like to, build together. I do not like when somebody is pushy or gives me too many opinions about, oh, you did this wrong, or is just tough with me. I do not like tough. I will cry. You will make me cry. But, with Leo, it might be different. Maybe that's what you respond to. So whatever that looks like for you. And I'm going to go ahead and say thank you so much for spending this time with me, Leo. It is always such an honor. I was supposed to mention earlier that if you haven't subscribed yet, please think about doing that. It is free. I have to get into the habit of doing it throughout the reading. I guess it helps more. I want to try to make it sound natural, but it's like, I'm always like, oh shoot, I forgot to say. But yes, if you haven't subscribed, please think about doing that. It's free. Come and be part of this community. We would love to have you. You can hit the little bell thing. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And if you would be so kind as to like the video, that really does help the channel a lot. And if you'd like to leave a comment, please do. I read them all. They mean a lot to me. They definitely do. But be nice. Be kind. No, you can say whatever you want, but I can't promise I'll leave it on there. When they're mean, or combative, or especially if people are being intolerant. We've had some of that in the last few weeks, and I don't like that. This is not a space for that. There's plenty of internet to go spread that kind of energy around. So anyways, I thank you. I love you. And we will talk in just a few days.